Hi everyone, model student here with just a I don't know behind the scenes I guess sort of update. Upstairs here where we usually don't go, we're usually downstairs on my bench. But this is upstairs in my living room, and these are my used cabinets that I've used to display. I've had these. Well, a couple of them were given to me by friends. This one over here, my friend gave me, and this one over here, my friend gave me. And I took this old century old cabinet, and I've been using these to display my models. But well, the lights I put in are starting to fail. You can see the end of the LED strip that I just put in these cabinets here is starting to fail. It's going like green at the end there, and they've worked for a while, but I don't know. I'd like to get something else, so they're starting to fill up. That's what's causing the main issue is that I'm running out of space to put my stuff. I've got my PG Zaku and our space shuttle. I've got my old Eagle build here in this one from way back. I've got the F-18 Super Hornet there and the Warthog way at the bottom. And there's one of my first attempts at weathering, the old Hind helicopter. And there's the base for my Alita Battle Angel, but I have to print some new skates for her. She's a 3D print, and she fell over and one of the skates broke, so I have to print the skates again. But yeah, I mean, this old Century cabinet's working pretty good for my 35th scale, dioramas. I got some other stuff. There's my MAK, MK44. There's our Spider Tank diorama that we did with the Horch and the Schwimmer wagon. There's our Requiem for Vengeance diorama that we did, and got our what ifs here, our English Mac what if and our German Mac what if here. End of the road little diorama with our Humvee. And then we've got other Humvee here with the Bushmaster and the Quad Runner and the bike and stuff here for the desert diorama. And up here we have our Chally that we did with the figures and the little diorama. There's our other tank. I forget I forget what this one's called. The Ladybug, and our new 32 scale staff car that we did. And there's our Centuro diorama. Really proud of that one. It turned out really good. And there's some old builds we got up top. Now I have a plexiglass cover, and the Operation Bear Trap diorama that I'm doing, it should fit right up in here. On top, no problem, once it's done. So that should fill up that part. But, I've been looking for cabinets. They're so expensive. I've looked around at IKEA. Seems to be probably about the best spot to go because, this cabinet works, but when it's closed, you can see you get that big, the stiles from the doors block a lot of the shelf space. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to find some new room for my my Batmobile Hot Wheels and my Hot Wheel collection down there at the bottom. You can see, but it's filling up pretty fast. So I've got to figure out, what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be looking at changing this shelving up here for our display over the next few months. We'll go shopping over at IKEA and see what sort of economical solutions we can come up with. Because displaying our models is starting to get an issue. Running out of room. We got lots of records that we got. There's our record collection that we like. So there's only so much space that we have. Now over here, I have a big display that I'm starting to put together. This is a big giant plexiglass display that I've got here. So once I get the lights rigged up, I'm going to put another shelf in the middle, so we'll have 2 levels inside it. This should make a pretty cool display here, so it's pretty big and long. But first, I have to fix this other leak that we got. We had another leak upstairs in the shower there, and it leaked down, unfortunately, and ruined a bit of the plaster up here in the cornice and down the wall. And thankfully, it didn't ruin any of my comic books. I have pretty, for me anyways, there's my comic book collection. It's pretty substantial, and there are some really good books in here, so I was really glad that none of that got damaged. So and my speaker is over here, so I was lucky that nothing got wrecked. But we are going to have to do some plaster repair and some, paint and stuff to get this tuned up over the next couple days. And then we'll, I think what I'm going to do is take down my comic books, and I have some IKEA just open shelves. I think that I'm going to put together, and I will be able to put my comic books in another room. And then that would open up these glass shelves for larger models that are easy to dust, like something, I don't need closed in. So yeah, we're kind of under quasi repair construction here. I just thought I'd kind of give everybody just a little look at sort of behind the scenes and what I get up to here off of the bench. So I guess I might as well head downstairs and let's see what we're up to. All right, let's get down here. Here we go. And yeah, here's our Operation Bear Trap. So we're back on work on our Operation Bear Trap diorama, 35th scale. We'll be putting the Kazov helicopter, the alligator type helicopter, up on the roof of this garage. We've got our Gaz trucks underneath. They'll be getting some maintenance. We've got figures here picked out, ready to go. We've got the other vehicles are already done on the diorama base. So yeah, we've got trees placed. We just need to glue them in now. We've got them generally, I think, where they're going to go. So to be gluing them in place and then carrying on with some foliage and stuff. And I haven't decided whether to put this in a spring fall type thing where there's a little bit of snow here and there. So I'm on the fence with that. I may put it like it's just sort of spring, just like the end of the winter time with a little bit of snow in this region where I'm putting this diorama. It does get a lot of snow up there in the mountains, so that might be something we add. And yeah, today we are, I guess as far as modeling goes, we will be working on our Fargo van, which I guess originally is the little red wagon. It's the paperwork over there, the instructions and stuff. And we have just finished doing our metallizing and getting all of our rusty metal ready for the extreme weathering that we're going to do. So we've got a seal coat on that. That's sealed up. And I'm ready to start putting together the rolling chassis with the engine and the transmission and that. And then we can get started putting some paint on top of this and, start weathering out and get this old beach bum van put together and finished while we work upstairs. So while things dry upstairs, I'll be down here working on this. And while this is drying, I'll be upstairs working on that. So lots of fun here at the old base of operations for the model student. So between house cleaning and errands and fixing stuff up and building shelves, moving stuff, we've managed to have time to even build a model. So just a quick channel update from me and out there to you. I'd like to appreciate everybody out there who follows the channel. And yeah, you'll see the next episode. It'll be popping up real soon. Until then, live, love, laugh, and build something for the future. We'll see you then. Cheers. Bye.